Hey guys, this is Steve over at the Playground Gym, and we are doing the Playground Kids Workout, Kids Fitness Workout of the day. What we're going to demonstrate is we're going to have Jenna, one of our athletes, she's going to demonstrate the strength movement, which is a deadlift. She's going to show you how to do the deadlift, and then she's going to demonstrate the body weight movement, which is going to be a burpee. Once she's finished doing the strength portion, which is going to be deadlift, 5 sets of 5, then she's going to move on to the conditioning piece, which is 15, 12, 9 of deadlifts and burpees. Now, what are we trying to accumulate today on the strength movement? We're going to do deadlifts because that really works the posterior chain, the glutes and the hamstrings. Some of the things we need to be aware of when you're having your children do deadlifts, and we train kids from ages 6 and up here. You got to make sure that we're going to just use a kettlebell today because it's a lot easier than them trying to get the bar around their legs. So we'll demonstrate it with a kettlebell. We just need to make sure that their back is nice and flat. We don't want them to round off on their lower lumbar because that can cause injury and that can cause pain for the child. If you teach the child how to do the deadlift properly, they are going to develop a lot of nice, good posterior strength as they age, which can have a huge carryover into a lot of sports. Safety is the #1 priority. With the burpees, we like to do the burpees relatively strict. You can see some people do burpees, they're just flopping on the ground. That is not what we want to do. We want to actually have the child go down into a push-up position, and then they are going to actually push down. Their chest and their hips are going to touch the floor, and then they can actually kick their feet up. They can either step up or kick up, and then they're going to do a little jump. I'm going to now take the camera, and I'm going to have Jenna, and she's going to demonstrate the movements. Ready? Go ahead, Jenna. All right, so we're going to start off with the deadlift. As you can see, Jenna has a kettlebell, and the first thing she's going to do is she's going to make sure her stance is proper. So Jenna, make sure your feet are a little wider, about shoulder width. And notice how the kettlebell is like right by her feet. It's not way up in front of her, so she has to lean forward and grab the bell. The kettlebell is basically between her feet, maybe about between her toes. Now you're going to watch Jenna. She's going to bend her knees. She's going to go down and pick up the kettlebell. She's going to use her leg drive, and she's just going to stand up with the kettlebell. Notice how her back stays nice and flat. Jenna, I want you to do 5 reps. That was 1, 2, all the way down, all the way up. Full extension at the top. And good. 5. What I like to do during the strength movements is I like to allow the child to rest maybe 3 minutes, maybe every 3 minutes, set a clock, and they'll do 5 sets of 5, okay? Since Jenna's pretty conditioned and this really is kind of light for her, we're gonna have her go ahead and do 1 more set. Ready, Jenna? Go ahead and do another set of 5. Nice, solid technique. 2, stand tall. Make sure the child stands tall, that their shoulders go behind the kettlebell or the barbell if you're using a barbell. Very good. Now we're going to move on and show you the burpee. Jenna Bell. I named her Jenna Bell because she loved the kettlebell when she was a baby. Okay, so now we're going to go into the burpees. Can you go ahead and face that way so I can see the side angle? So when she does a burpee, we're going to do 2 ways. Jenna, do it where you step back 1 foot at a time and then step up when you come up. Remember what you just did? One thing that we really want, one of the cues or one of the points of performance is we want to make sure that the child gets their hips and their chest all the way down to the ground. These are kind of like up downs when we used to play football, when, you know, some of us used to play football when we were younger. So go ahead and give me 2 burpees, Jenna. Step back, all the way down, hips and chest. Step up, 1 foot at a time, jump, clap. There you go. 1 more time, baby. Step back and step up. Oh, you did 2 feet. Now go ahead and do 2 feet. I didn't notice if you did that time. So kick back both feet. No, you step back. Kick 2 feet up and jump. So do the 2 feet back though. Don't step back 1 at a time. I want you to kick back both feet going down. Ready? 2 feet back. Feet, hands on the ground. Kick both. You're still stepping back. All right, silly. All right, that's good. All right, so we're going to move on to the workout. And one of the things you need to be aware, like if you got to modify some of these movements with some of the children, keep in mind some of the kids may have some flexibility issues. And of course, it's always a wise decision to make sure that they have some sort of an assessment done before they actually start a fitness program. But, you know, they need to also maybe get a checkup by a doctor to make sure they're in good health. Because you don't want to start just throwing a kid into a workout program unless they had a full checkup by a doctor. We would highly recommend that. So, some of the modifications with like the deadlift, you can actually have them start from an elevated position. In other words, maybe the barbell or the kettlebell will be on like 6 inches or 8 inches high, so they're not actually going all the way down to the floor, and they're just getting the top end of the movement. And some modifications for the burpee, if they're not able to get all the way down to the ground, you can actually have them do it from like pushing on a bench or something like that, or against the wall. All right, so we're gonna move on to the actual conditioning piece. I know there's a glare on this board, but maybe we'll get a little closer so you can see. So see the strength portion is deadlift, the conditioning is 15, 12, 9, deadlifts, burpees. So that means that they're gonna do 15 deadlifts, 15 burpees, 12 deadlifts, 12 burpees, then 9 and 9, 4 times, okay? But again, don't think just because you throw a clock on it that you allow bad form. You're always gonna make sure that you maintain proper movement patterns and good solid form. Full range of motion is important. Okay, Jenna, I'm not gonna make you do 15, 12, 9 because we don't want people to sit here and watch you work out the whole time. Not today. So I'm just gonna have you do 5 deadlifts, 5 burpees, 3 deadlifts, 3 burpees, okay? Make sure you're making sure that your technique is perfect every time, okay? So ready? 5, 5, 3, 3. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Nice and tight. Good. Stand tall. Shoulders back. 3, and 4, and 5. Go ahead. 5 burpees. Let's do them. Kick back. 1. Good. 2. Good. Got to do a little jump, baby. 3. Good. 4. One more. And 5. Good. Get on the kettlebell. Let's go. We're only going to do 3 and 3. Let's go. Come on. Make sure you keep that back, lower back, that lumbar nice and tight. Good. Use your legs. 1, 2. Keep your chin tucked. And 3. Good. 3 burpees and you're done. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Go as fast as you can. Boom. And 1, 2. I know it's slippery. I just washed the floor. And last one. And 3. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jenna, can you film me, my ugly mug? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the workout of today. What's today's date? The 30th of March, 2019. We're gonna start posting workouts on a daily basis. You'll have an opportunity to do maybe 3, maybe 4 sessions a week. You don't really wanna have these younger children push more than that. And again, guys, it's all about technique, it's all about safety, but it's also all about health because our schools are no longer really having gym class anymore, which is pretty sad because I grew up, we used to have a lot of fun and have gym class, and even before my era, the older folks, they used to actually have weightlifting and gymnastics for gym class, and we did a little bit of that, but you know, when's the last time you actually seen a rope in a gym at a school where you'd be able to do rope climbs? It's sad, but you know what? That's why we got to take it as parents into our hands, and we got to start training our kids or having them do some fitness. Nutrition's another thing. We'll start posting some information on nutrition. But this is great for kids that are homeschooled, that don't get the opportunity to do fitness like they should. You can either gather up in groups. We'll start posting more workouts. Playground gym, playground kids fitness.